Hola. Ara sí, ara crec que sí. He tingut un petit, no sé, mishap. Nibloso. Ah, me estoy aficionando al look. Coletilla en la cabeza, arriba de todo. És pràctico, fàcil i fresquito. Però ara mira, ara m'estava veient i m'he recordat a la germana del Sheldon, quan són petits. Bueno, en fin, què ha passat amb el Saig Planet? No ha passat res. Ha passat que últimament estic editant un muntó, fent espai, bàsicament, perquè tinc un tera ple de captures del Genshin de fa un any, perquè antes lo grabava todo. I vaig deixar de gravar, i a més sense motiu, lo qual, bueno, ara m'ha vingut bé perquè ara tinc un munt de material. Després vaig deixar de gravar-los i ara, pues, com que vull fer material, les vull tornar a gravar, però no tinc espai. Aleshores estic tots els dies editant un muntó i clar, no m'autopermeto, o no sé per què, però soy així. Si vols fer espai, has d'editar més del que graves. I aleshores edito més del que jugo. I tinc moltes ganes de jugar al Genshin. I aleshores... Què passa? Que si jugo aquí, pues ja queda gravat, saps? I després també m'ho baixo, sí, però no ocupa tant un arxiu de l'stream del Twitch com la mateixa estona de jugar capturant la pantalla. Porque se ve peor. Ya, sí, total, si da igual. Si luego yo lo uso para hacer TikToks. Vull dir que tampoc és que necessiti una qualitat extremadament bona, saps? Així que res, que m'he dit, tens ganes de fotre bici Genshin? Pues Genshin. I és possible que mentre no tingui encara molt d'espai, saps? Vull dir, mentre encara tingui tanta feina de fer espai, editar i preparar el material, és possible que això continuï així. Dilluns i dimecres el juego que sea en ese momento i divendres Genshin. Ja veurem, ja se sap que això mai se sap amb mi. Si una cosa tenim clara amb la Moni, si una cosa sabem amb la Moni és que no sabem què passa. Perquè ni jo ho sé, o sigui que és igual. Bueno, però ara saps que pots fer destacadors rotallant per davant i per darrere els directes a gravat per sempre. Estalvia espai. Esclar, pues por eso estoy aquí, que voy a fotre un bici al Genshin que... Porque está... Ah, es la cámara la que está torcida, no yo. ¿Por qué me haces creer que estoy torcida? Gracias. I sí, pesa menys perquè comprimeix més, però es veu més que bé. És que és això, vull dir, si hagués de fer super o que saps, però per després retallar el que és el Genshin, doncs ja es veu suficientment bé si m'ho descarrego amb el... des del Twitch en el directo. Que també li costa, Vull dir, ho he de fer des del edit i el botoncito allí de download, perquè si fas els tres puntets en la lista de vídeos i li dius download, te puedes quedar ahí hasta mañana y a veces no arranca. Però bueno, de l'altra manera sí. I ja està. I aleshores, doncs això, estem aquí i vaig a jugar al Genshin. Y ya está, nada más que decir. Mentira, siempre tienes cosas que decir, ja ho sé. Avui m'he aixecat pensant com deu ser llevar-se i que no et faci mal res. Perquè jo no me'n recordo, saps? Vull dir, a mi em fan mal coses una cosa o l'altra. No tengo recuerdo de quan no. Mi neither. Clar, és que el primer dolor crònic que tinc me'l vaig fer molts anys. Però ja abans d'això tenia mal de panxa cada 2 per 3, angines un cop cada 15 dies. I aquest matí m'he aixecat i, hòstia, tinc el genoll que vol ploure i no plou, i a sobre em vaig donar un cop i m'ha picat un mosquit. I tinc el genoll destrossadíssim. O sigui, em fot un mal que feia temps que no em feia tant de mal. La ciática me duele también como siempre, pero un poco menos. Saps? I és allò que dius, m'he quedat al llit i he pensat, com deu ser despertar-se i que no et faci mal res? O no tenir son, que aquesta és la que em pregunto normalment. Els teus són més serios. Ja, bueno, porque yo sigo más cabra loca. suposo. Però l'altra paraula que normalment em pregunto és aquesta, saps? Com deu ser aixecar-se i dir, oh, que bien, estic descansat, no tinc son. Això tampoc sé el que és, jo. Dormi més o dormi menys. En fi. Però si no és el coll muntat, és el lumbar, el turmell punxant o el genoll del revés. Sí, en general és l'esquena en el meu cas. Ja, bueno, l'esquena sí, també. I tant que t'acostumes. I arriba un moment amb els dolors crònics que ve algú i et pregunta què, com estàs avui? Et fa mal? I arriba un punt que tu dius no, avui no em fa mal. I és mentida. És mentida. Avui no em fa mal quan tens un dolor que dura, que és crònic, com aquell qui diu, o que fa molts anys que tens. Avui no em fa mal és avui em fa el mínim mal que em pot fer. Saps? Perquè és com... está ahí. Pero no es. Es como los 0 grados. 0 grados no es ni frío ni calor. 0 grados es puto frío. 9.000 unidades d'una persona real. Exactament. Però avui no et feia mal. Dius, bueno, no em feia mal. Passa-te'l tu a veure si et fa mal. Però és això, avui estic al mínim de mal que puc tenir. I avui no estic al mínim de mal que puc tenir. Avui estic... El genoll el tinc no, o sigui, no puc quasi ni caminar, el del dret. I aleshores compensem amb la ciàtica que està al costat esquerre, que tampoc. O sigui, veure'm caminar avui és graciós. Però bueno, m'apanyo. Ara, me duelen muchas cosas, pero res es tan insoportable como el puto picó. En serio. I much prefer que me duela que no que em piqui. Bueno, en fin. Ja està bé de tonteries de la Moni. Per què no es veu el Genshin? Ai, no està sonant tampoc perquè no tinc els auriculars posats. Bueno, o encesos. Disculpeu-me, disculpeu-me. No! L'he liat. L'he liat. La cadira nova espero que me solucioni coses. Pues sí. Sí, jo tinc menys mal des de que tinc aquesta cadira, també, eh? 10 minuts ben assegut. Perquè jo editava fins ara 10 minuts ben assegut. ¿T'has conectado? ¿De verdad? ¿Por qué no enseña nada? Però després era peus sobre la taula, teclat a les cames i ratolí. Bueno, jo això ho acabo fent també, però és per altres motius. A tomar por saco en diagonal. M'ha girat. Vale, però ja se ve el Genshin, que està parat perquè estic jo aquí sense fotre res, però... I per què no se veia nada? Ara. Amb aquesta cadira seure bé és gustós. Sí, bueno, però és això, jo, clar... Jo també m'ho moc, però... Bueno, ja ho has vist, també, aquí, la pata per arriba, la pata per abajo. Però no és perquè estigui incòmoda, és perquè no puc estar quieta tanta estona. De fet, crec que podria dormir-hi siestes i tot. Oh, algú ens ha abandonat. Algú no vol veure Genshin, solo me quieren ver a mi. Què està passant? Ah, que si no vens a la pantalla no acabes de carregar.
I'm starting to feel a little tired from all our adventuring. Is it because we're always on the road?
Is there new things?
Paimon's heard that down and reading a book could be a good way to unwind. Huh. Since we're not too busy at the moment, why don't we visit the Knights of Avonius' library? Maybe we'll find something simple but fun to read.
A return to Mondstadt? What's happening? Ja havia oblidat la veu de Paimon.
I carry memories of my home.
Jo normalment la passo també, però m'he quedat flipada.
The last link I have to the land of
Un filofeixista que odia el català. Ah, vale, la persona que ens ha abandonat. Oh, li ha costat, marxar aleshores. Filofeixista que ens diu. M'ha fet gràcia aquesta. Filofeixista. A veure, tu. Primeres diàries. Paimon, que diga lo que quiera. Sí, go to the Knights of Favonius. We've got a Mondstadt band. Que segurament la majoria de la gent ja deu saber què és, però... Jo vivo sin spoilers, gente. Spoiler free. I com ho fas? Pues bé. Normalment molt bé, perquè no m'entero de la meitat de les coses. Ai, has perdut els papers un altre cop. Señor, he perdido los papeles. Sí, sí. Aquesta és una accountant que ha perdut els ledgers, les cuentas de no sé quantos meses. I necessita que li ajudem a trobar-los. I'll help you search. Isadora tiene un moco. Crec. I ara anem a buscar a la Melusine policia, que anda más lenta que... I farem la ronda amb ella buscant els papers fins al cafè, que serà allà on estan abandonats. Fins ara ha passat així totes les vegades. Baranguer, baranguer... Ah! És un gat entremaliat. Aquesta cançó li cantàvem nosaltres al profe d'Esbart. Ja, és veritat que en castellà era Isidoro. Isidoro, Isidoro... No em sé cap de les dues. Que sí, vamos, hombre. Que és una diària, això. Podríeu accelerar-li el pas a la Melusine aquesta. Aquí ens estan esperant el senyor, que li dona els documents que els ha trobat. Oh, que bé, gràcies, gràcies, moltes gràcies. Venga, buenos días. Aquest pas arribaríeu tard i la que espera estarà amuirneda. Ara anem a l'aigua. Són una... Bueno, són... Ja m'estàs disparant, que encara no he arribat. Cagüen. Jo no entenc aquestes coses. Pero ¿por qué no te rompes? Hombre, ja, on està l'altre? Qui més m'està disparant? Me'n queda un tercer, oi? Que no, que em deixis un moment. Mare meva. A veure, un moment, que aquí hi ha uns peixets. No ha tornat, no? En Berry Puff. Ja no hay más Berry Puff. Ja ens el podríem trobar por ahí. Ni Berry Puff ni amigo hay aquí. Sé que no deberia, però estic molt temptada d'anar per l'aigua. Fins al destí. Pues anem per l'aigua. Hasta donde se pueda. Aviam, on és? Excursió, excursió! Y que la gent digués que esto era distracting. És distracting si estàs mirándole el culo, però si no ja em diràs tu com és això distracting. Després de portar la merda que està aquí o la boleta blava aquí enganxada, que sí que és a vegades... excuses. De pervertido. És que com pot ser tan maco tot? Sí, ja ho sabeu, que sempre passo per aquí, sempre em voleu atacar, però mai veniu a fer-me res. Oh, s'ha acabat el Nadal.
One with nature.
Ah, clar, que vosaltres no us moveu.
Speed of light.
The wind knows me.
Steady as stone.
No! Uf, 2000 metres i sin agua. Ulu, ulu. Bueno, com ho he fet més d'una vegada jo per l'aigua, però vinga, va. Fichinado. Oh, adiós pajaritos. Oh. Sou vosaltres, oi? Enganche para Wanda. Hola.
Into the wind.
¿En serio? Ole, hey, tan bonito.
One with nature.
I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Oh, me gustas, por Dios. Tun, tun, turun, tun. Uy. Reto sin arquero. Uy, Linet, ¿qué pasa aquí?
Very well. I shall put my official duties to one side for the moment.
¿Ya hacen las 4 diarias? Sí. Bosau.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing today's command.
You're welcome, Catherine. You're
Ad Astra
welcome. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. I'm a robot. I sometimes disconnect and have to restart. No, ¿cómo digo? Se m'ha oblidat perquè ara ja no ho diu, perquè ara tot el mundo ja sabe lo que és, perquè ens ho han explicat. Voy a probar una cosa, Un momento. Porque hi ha aquí... Sí, és que encara no trobo on vull posar la càmera. Què us passa? Está igual de lejos, pero con otro fondo. Pero viene siendo lo mismo. La nena no està contenta mai amb res. I sap perfectament que la perfecció no existeix, que si alguna cosa és perfecta és mentida.
If you ever have any...
But anyway, she tries to... And too hard to, yeah. Mola que està en la càmera, pues ara sí se queda. Si el Ferran diu mola, acceptem. M'encanta aquest tema. M'he morit. Hòstia, no m'he mort? M'he despistat. Ole, Noel. Es que es un puto tanque, joder.
Ah.
Calla. No tens res per mi. Marxem abans que torni a començar. Only visible to me, pero no, porque sale ahí, mira, para todos lo están viendo, que aquí 50 segons hi ha un anunci. Això és el que deia el Ferran l'altre dia. A més, el que passa és que això està així, però la càmera la puc baixar o inclinar-la més. Però res m'acaba d'agradar.
Can we play banker next time?
There'll be an extra.
What's your problem, Vita? Did your parents really wanted you, Vita? ¿Es Vita el femení de Vito? Is it me or Vito is starting to... Plano contrapicat. Ese temido en plano papada. Però amb les teves estanteries i tu que ets prima, doncs queda bé. Ah, clar, que així es veuen la meitat de llibres i la meitat de llanes, ¿no? Porque la que está más follonera la tapo yo con la cabeza. Ala, si vols més ja. Així no. Hola. Què tal? Noi, et sento. Ja sé que has volgut dir no t'assento. És bromita. 11 dies encara. Oh, Dodoko's bombastic adventure. Okay. After a period of adventures together, Paimon had a sudden idea to take a break by reading books. Hence, the two of you set out to the Knights of Favonius library, only to unexpectedly come across two friends. No tenen llibres a Sumeru, ni a Fontaine, ni en Liyue, ni en Inazuma. No hay librerías. Señores, la única librería de tot Teyvat està a Mondstadt. Y es la de los caballeros. Què en pensem d'això? Es que, ¿por qué no estás en el medio? Pues porque no te estás quieta, melona. Ya, bueno. I mean, I do what I can. Que fuera la segregación de las librerías. Ajá. Home, es que a Paimon se le ocurre que podríamos leer unos libros y estamos en la otra. Ah, vale. Y estamos en... Entiéndeme. O sigui... Saps? Cal. Vale, y fins aquí. Pues digo yo que es que aquí no habrá librerías, aquí no hay librerías, aquí no hay librerías, aquí no hay librerías. Aquí hay estrellas, mira, aquí se acaba el món segur. La única llibreria la tienen los Knights, que també és una cosa que dius... Que inventen internet ja. Els de Sumeru tenen... Sí que tenen internet entre ellos. I unos terminales, els de caixes, que te'ls poses aquí a l'orella, i tens accés... Joder, veus? I ara se m'ha quedat la mania de mirar cap a dalt perquè està la càmera ahí. Els de Sumeru tienen las caixes estas, i aleshores tu tens accés, así, des de la orejilla, dentro de tu cerebro, a tots els coneixements que han adquirit. Bueno, també va una mica en plan acceso de grado 1, acceso de grado 2, saps? ¿Sabes? Que si tú estás investigando, yo qué sé, el cielo y las estrellas, ¿por qué me preguntas por las patatas? Y bueno, clar, és veritat, si ara ja no ho tenen. Lo rompimos todo. No, ho vam fer millor. A veure, temps que no escoltava aquesta musiqueta, eh? Mira, aquí està aquí. ¿Has vist cómo se llama el portero? Tú dirás, uy, pues no sé de qué me suena. No sé si me suena. Pues espera, que t'ensenyo l'altra. ¿Eh? ¿Te tos? No. Y este va a por tos. I el tercer... és el que està aquí dins? Ara no sé si és... Està, O sea, el tercero existe també. Aquest està ben dotat. Ben dotat de què? No, aquest és Wildrat. ¿Dónde estaba Aramis? Es un Portos. Que no, que son Atos, Portos y Aramis. ¡Hombre! ¡Lisa! Hello, sweetie.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, sure. What have you exploded now, Clee?
But fish taste best when they're freshly blasted. Grill them over a fire and they'll turn extra crispy and smell so good.
Don't worry, Jean has informed me about all that a while ago.
Did you change voices, Lisa?
So, I went ahead and placed some orders at Good Hunter. Over the next few days, their chefs will be preparing the best fish fresh from the lake and cooking them right away. Freshly cooked fish served with Clee's favorite spices and my specially prepared desserts. I'm sure it'll be just as delicious as your catches.
Okay, then I'll trust your taste, Lisa.
Lisa, have they changed your voice?
I promise I'll stay in the city and play Dodoco's bombastic adventure. I won't go fish blasting or make any trouble for Albedo's friend. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon now.
We're here.
Is someone looking for us? Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon! Klee was just thinking about you and then you appeared! How'd you do that? Oh, did you somehow magically hear Klee's thoughts?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
it.
Little cutie and Paimon, you're here just in time. Looks like I won't have to go to the trouble of writing you a letter now.
Yeah, they... Something's wrong with your voice, Lisa. Well, not wrong, different.
We had some time on our hands and wanted to look for something to read in the library. Anyway, what's Dodoco's Bombastic Adventure? It sounds way more fun than reading a book.
Bueno, vale, ya mirarem. So... Yeah, you've got some time, but you just came from Fontaine. How much time did you spend there?
It's a new game Lisa made for me. We came up with the name together. You're amazing, Paimon. You remembered the name so quickly. Oh, you can design games, Lisa?
I merely drew some inspiration from Shroomsplosion, a game from back when I was a student. It didn't really take too much effort. As long as we keep Klee happy during these unique circumstances, I'm willing to design as many games as she likes.
Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Klee mentioned Albedo's...
It's not too serious, but the situation still has to be treated with caution. Recently, fish species native to Sumeru have begun appearing inside her lake.
Oh?
Allowing them to spread would put the ecological balance of Mondstadt's waters at risk. Luckily, Klee noticed some fish she'd never seen before while she snuck out to play. She caught a few and showed them to Kaya. If it weren't for
please let
Klee,
me see
I'm
Kaya.
afraid most of the local species would have already receded by the time ordinary citizens fully grasped the situation. And if a change occurs in the underwater ecosystem, it could very well affect the quality of water inside her lake. Consequently, the entire wine industry of Mondstadt could be in danger, and that poses a major threat to our economy.
I saved the day! I even got praised by Master Jean! So that's what happened. Good thing Clee noticed.
The investigation team sent out a few members to inspect Cider Lake and look for the origin of the intruding species. To avoid disturbing these little invaders, Clee has to keep her treasured bombs away for some time. The investigation team's instruments are extremely sensitive, so any explosion within a certain distance of the lake would affect their data. Jean said that Clee would definitely get bored being cooped up inside the city all the time. Albedo's busy making improvements to the reconnaissance company's experimental equipment, while Kaya just left for a business trip. So the task of looking after her fell on my shoulders.
But I'm not bored anymore because Lisa invented Dodoko's Bombtastic Adventure. Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon, let's play together.
All right, the game table is right over there in the garden. The orders I've placed at Good Hunter will also be delivered there. Please enjoy yourselves. It's not every day you get to play games with Clee, surrounded by the scent of flowers on the breeze, with delicious food delivered right to you.
Wait, Lisa, are you not...
Don't you think it'd be a little unfair if the game's creator joined in? I don't want to spoil the fun. Besides, as the librarian, I still have my basic responsibilities to take care of.
That just sounds like an...
Run along now. Have fun playing with Clee.
Està diferent.
Okay then, we'll catch you later.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
És el que estava a l'altra porta, Naramis? No, tu no eres, tu eres... ¿Y tú qué pasa aquí? Oh, you're the windmill keeper. You're looking at the windmill? That's how you keep it?
We're here, Miss Honorary Knight. This is where we'll play Dodoko's Bombtastic Adventure. Whoa, Lisa picked a really good spot. Paimon loves it here already. All right, teach us how to play, Clee. Yeah, let's play.
In the calm waters of the Cedar Lake, Mondstadt's little fish were enjoying a life of peace and quiet. And quiet. Someone misspelled quiet. Peace and quiet. Quite what? Mihoyo? Quite what? Until one day, a legion of spiky fish warriors came. These spiky fish warriors had never been seen into the Cider Lake before. These rude fish drove the Mondstadt fish away from their home. To defend their home and drive the rude invaders away, Mondstadt's little fish turned to the powerful and resourceful Dodoko to help them. Y digo yo, que amb tant de text podria haver posat una mica més d'espai per així, Però bueno. Que sí, pues ya estoy aquí, hombre. Watch the positions of the spiky fish and choose the right special Jumpty Dumpty. After a special Jumpty Dumpty is thrown, find the right time to let it explode, which will make the most of the special Jumpty Dumpty and blow up the most spiky fish. 1 point, 2 points. Strong enough to block. Vale, entonces... Vale. ¿Y esto? Mint Jelly Jumpty Dumpty. Special Jumpty Dumpty reserves Mint Jelly. Whenever the Spark Knight... Vale, aquest fa una creu i aquest fa un quadrat de 3x3. Caramel Cookie. Ui, no sé jo com se'm donarà a mi això, Defeat the spiky fish warrior using... No, not this music! Using special Jumpty Dumpty to obtain 1 point. ¡Ah! ¡Es el Bomberman! ¡Es el Bomberman! Vale, ¿y cómo se tiran los Jumpty Dumptys amb l'Space? Ja, però què faig? Se deslizan o...? Vale, sí. Vale. Clar, tu tiraràs fins allà i faràs cacota. Ah, ah. Ah, ara ho he entès. Vale, pues me va a faltar uno. ¡Uy! Malamente. No, repeat. Deixa'm, home, deixa'm. Tío. Piriri, piriri, pipiri. Ara sí. Mosquits. Ah. Tú ya te he acabado. Pues nada, pues vamos a hacer la señor del misión. La señor del misión. La misión del señor. Neuvillette. Ah. ¿Dónde estás? Aquí. Claro, pero si tengo la cámara aquí y me palanco... Adiós, ¿no?
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Ah, no, no necesitas más. Ole, Mónica. Ah, not bad, not bad. La música de me lo pide també està molt bé, tio. Qué cómodo, ¿no? Sí. Chiquitas. Una altra cosa tinc torta. Ah! M'encanta aquest tema també, que tio. Genshin music is just so fantastic. Ooh.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You
Yeah,
bought
we
tickets
did.
to support both fighters, didn't ya? Well, did anything happen?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious package, but we still haven't made any sense of the contents.
He does seem a bottle of
Israel.
blood, though.
You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did ya? Are you both still okay? Wait. Are you sure that it's still you controlling your bodies right now?
Paimon's not sure. What do you think, Traveler? Is Paimon still Paimon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, you two don't seem to have changed at all. But I wouldn't let your guard down just yet. Still, I didn't expect you would actually do it. You'd actually throw away coupons like that just to satisfy your curiosity?
Yep.
Even if we bought tickets like everybody else, it's not like we could hope to... When it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who makes the real profits.
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets.
All considering we're inside of some sort of jail.
We make so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fanta.
Oh, so it's the company that manufactures Fanta sponsoring the events? Paimon thought all of this was thanks to the Duke...
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. They reached out to us first, hoping to promote Fanta products in the Fortress of Meropide. Anyway, you try and take extra good care of yourselves these next few days, you hear?
Yep. Okay. I a tu com t'encenc? ¿Y esto para qué sirve? ¿A mirar solo? I jo no hi ha cap catxarro d'aquests vermell o blau que jo pugui moure per encendre allò.
Hey, what are these papers scattered over the ground? Maybe not. Every page has the Fontico symbol on it. Okay. But if someone catches us, they could accuse us
Secrets.
of trying to steal the
There are
company's
papers
secrets,
scattered on the
couldn't they?
floor, so...
Oh,
Ya, ¿y qué van a hacer?
you're right.
¿Meterlos en la cárcel?
Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of the new... We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials without a designated name or packaging. We will adjust... We have decided to only conduct closed... Sure doesn't seem like anything unusual. The company is just trying to develop some new... Let's put these papers back where we found them and make it look like nobody...
Hasta es donde yo mismo. Mm. Toma, espadón tirado por ahí. Y aquest també, necessito carregar-lo, supongo. Per què se sent... Ah, se sent el clic, en sèrio? En fin. Vamos al restaurante. Eat.
Huh. We ended up here without even thinking about it.
Gracias por darme tantas opciones.
All right. But remember that we bought this time with coupons, so let's make better use of it next time.
What are you trying to tell me, Paimon?
What is this garbage? Ooh, it looks disgusting. What would you like to do this afternoon?
What would you say if I tell you to go and work?
After working here so long, we're really starting to get the hang of it. But doing the same thing all the time can get old pretty quickly. Yeah, it's good. A mysterious box? A bottle of crimson liquid? Paimon still doesn't know what to make of it. Do you have any ideas, Traveler? Really? Well, Okay, so we've investigated 2 of the hidden rules. We'd better pick up the pace with our investigation, otherwise we'll never get anywhere.
No, acabem de fer
Yeah,
això.
let's skip work for now and put...
Fortress corner, whatever. Get up and talk to Paimon. Ah, okay. Continue asking around for clues. Calla, y aún me sale el bicho este. Oh, fielding.
Using coupons to skip work doesn't bring freedom, but only pulls you closer to the abyss of degeneracy. That's what an old guard here used to say. You'd do well to remember it.
Okay. Vale, a quin pis hem d'anar a veure? Més avall? Sí. Puc baixar per aquí? Sí.
Hey, isn't that Vidoc over there? Huh. Is it just Paimon, or are there fewer people than usual here today?
Ah. Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Seems you're getting into the swing of things around here. Impressive. Very impressive.
I still don't know if I like you,
Now can you
Vidoc.
tell us about the hidden rules you know?
Because we know already about 2 of them.
If that's what you want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean it's a good time?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
We get it. Just tell us already.
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
I'm seeing...
Something even more terrible? Like what?
A group of cannibals.
What?
Cannibals? In the Fortress of Meripede?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared here.
Lo que me faltaba. ¿Vale?
What's even scarier is that they have a special proclivity. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here. Oh, Paimon's
La
stomach
carne
doesn't feel so good.
sospechosa.
You two look pretty skeptical. No matter. Learning the truth behind dark secrets isn't necessarily a good thing.
¿Me estás diciendo que la carne sospechosa era carne humana?
I've got things to do too. I suggest
Chungo,
you just
¿no?
act like I never told you anything.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity? Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon does feel a little better about it now. When will all the secrets...
I hope never. Because that will mean that Genshin is ended too. Or that it lost something at least.
Vidok isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them.
Okay. Darcy. Mr. Darcy. Nothing literary to see here. I aquest com es diu? Poirier? Poirier?
Just stay away from me.
Okay, I was just trying to say your fucking French name, Alexis.
What are you saying? You shouldn't go around saying stuff like that.
Stuff like what? I haven't said a fucking word. A ver,
What are you talking
Leonidas.
about? Listen, you should keep your nose out of other people's business.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us. But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly, do you think... Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon. So you mean we still need to investigate some more?
Of course. We've got nothing, Paimon, so we need to investigate some more. Are you kidding me? Vale, necesitaría pushar, pues pusho. Aquí estamos. Son una espada de mierda. Hey, Fielding.
Hello,
Nothing
Fielding.
literary to see here either.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
We just want to ask you, have you ever discovered anything odd?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern. All you need to worry about is getting enough sleep.
Well... Right! We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to
Few
sleep.
times every month. How many times have I been here already?
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days. Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
Strange things, Paimon. I just told you. Strange things happen.
And they just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month. And it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try
What
to
a
confirm the sounds tonight if you
coincidence.
want. And if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
Now, if that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight, someone will still be watching you.
Don't worry, we don't want any time added to our sentences. Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned? Right, both are a possibility. But Fielding did say that. Paimon knew you would say that. Alright, sounds like we'll be up all night tonight.
Yay, night adventure.
Oh, I'm so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate.
Ara vigilava això amb el que poso aquí davant, no?
Whatever. Just be sure to wake Paimon if... Huh? Traveler, Already?
Child's vision. Oh, I miss you. You done something to him? Where is that? Haven't been there yet. Oh,
Traveler, come on, wake up! Oh, it looked like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time? Really? So we're finally starting to figure out what actually happened! But what about the cannibals? How do you explain them? Okay, well it's about time for us to get moving. Just be careful to avoid the patrolling guards.
no, I don't like this kind of missions. Clar, però veus ara, si faig així... Mierda, per mi. Ah, es que trobar un angle de càmera que vagi bé per totes les veces que me mueva igual no és fàcil, no? I que m'agradi. Aviam. Vale, and I have to avoid the guards.
Shh! Careful! We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us. Hey, not this way. We need to get to that pipe, remember?
Yeah, you know that this is like round, Paimon? It's a fucking circle. Pero si señalaba aquí. What? What? Vale, sí, m'has fet tornar a començar, però he d'anar per l'altre costat, no hay más huevos. ¿En serio? ¿Y si arribo fins allá y me la suda todo? Vale, aviam.
Shh! Careful! We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
Okay, and what am I supposed to do? Oh, calla. Pues vale.
This should be the place.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
You've got guts showing up here.
I've
You
got
know who we
friends,
are, right?
then I need to
You
know.
better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
What'd you say? Yeah, so what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any time.
Okay, try.
What's the point of all those rumors anyway? What exactly are you trying to do?
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories, and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
scram.
not do
Nothing
that.
worth seeing here. Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Hey, do you know our boss? Whoa.
Yeah, he's my
We had no
friend.
idea our boss was such a big deal. He always kept his identity a secret.
Oh, dos trucas salidas. ¡Qué popu! Y ahora se me avisen que me farán una tercera.
So, did he
¿Qué
have you
popu?
come here to find us?
No, I came here to find him.
Oh, so your
I
child's
don't give a
crew
fuck
here?
about you.
Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those
sounds like
exact
this
same words
understand.
after that,
He did. I have his fucking vision, dude.
all right. I guess that's proof enough for me. I believe you.
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
We gave him the business for a while, and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the fortress of Maripede. But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect.
It sounds strong,
He
alright.
was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the Pancration Ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again. And as his crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule. We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow, it sure is easy to... But has a child already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end. It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive.
One with a vision can. I have child's vision. Is he wearing his delusion?
But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it.
Do delusions work with fontaine waters as well as visions?
So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone. And that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
Lagarto. ¿Qué está mirando la conversa?
So you come and wait here through the night a few times...
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know
So
in our
long?
hearts that he must have managed to escape somehow.
Is it also possible that something unfortunate happened to him?
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down. It's one thing we know for sure.
But he hasn't...
Okay, okay. Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
Mira el lagarto. Ven para acá, lagarto. ¿Estás mirando? ¡Oh! T'has fumat. Granota.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Do you think Child got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
He's just...
Really?
Incredible.
Then have him come investigate. Pronto. Just be sure to tell us if you get any news about Boss.
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards come.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened to Child.
No, let's not let's get going. Let's get diving. I don't want to go to sleep now.
We finally learned some key information. Seems
I'm
all of our
excited to go to
investigative
sleep.
work has finally started. When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Linny, he'll... Why is Child like this? What was he doing going into... Fortunately, though, it seems like it's only a matter of time now that we can finally
Paimon,
relax.
please.
Paimon's starting to feel super sleepy. It's morning already? Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep.
There's a guard! There's a guard!
Huh? Wait, look over there! It's one of Linny's cards!
Yeah!
Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone,
Huh?
it's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. We still have some time before we meet up.
Gleason's quickening. Investigate freely. Really? Down. Can I go down? Yep. Cofre by the face por bajar volando. En comptes de tapar las escalas como una persona civilizada.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, Things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say? That's true. There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Oh,
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Quisto.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to...
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that? Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know?
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right! That meal we had yesterday was super delicious.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
A month and a half is not the same that half a month.
Oh,
Haurem de
so
contestar
you're
diferent a la
the one who made
pregunta.
those
Has trobat
delicious
algun...
steaks. Amazing.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've
Dogs
already
are
met the one
good.
person here you should never
Anunci.
cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
¿En cuánto comienza el anuncio? En 44 segundos, vale.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Churia was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the Fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
According to Quisto, a person named Jurio frequents the infirmary. Should take note of that. Anuncio en curso. Anuncio 2, 1, 0. Break handed, your community's back.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too. Huh.
Wait a second. You don't think...
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Juria to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
So Jurio had a confrontation with a girl named Lurvine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I remember that too. You better do, because I won't. Oh, you don't even talk. Do you talk? No. Do you talk? No.
Hey, you over there?
Pick it up.
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games?
No.
You know, Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game? All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi. Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe...
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've...
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived? Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner? Yeah, so you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands. I heard that they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers. And chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you
Could have
serious?
imagined so far, Paimon.
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though? To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that. A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it.
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Ugh.
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the
Sorry, Paimon. Can I go down? No, I can go down. What the? Ara què? No puc sortir d'aquí? Ya que estamos aquí. Vale, pues on hi ha un ascensor que va així. Joder, tete. No m'hi hem de baixar tant, eh?
There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
Sí? Ara de pujar un pis. Este baja. ¿Qué está pasando? Tú subes, pero súbeme solo un piso. Wasn't there where I was before? No, no hem pujat tant. Dun, 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 dun. Pam, pam, pam. Hey.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you
Yeah,
have my
Paimon, you're
full and
always spilling the
undivided
beans.
attention. Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information is.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for.
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands.
But you don't know the route or the place, Lenny.
Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too. Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first. No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit.
Noise are you detecting? Me moving you? I'm sorry.
I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to...
Al igual me da tiempo de leer todo eso.
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. I'm freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
You're not a Melusine. Why are you human looking?
You can do it, traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Hey, hi Emma. Having fun. I'm pretty good today. As bad as I am in general, I'm pretty good today. How are you? Ready for the weekend? Oh, thank you for the follow. Still don't know why my alerts don't work.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Lately, 3 days a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. More or less same hour. But I don't always stream Genshin. Genshin is on Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays are 4 other games. Right now it's Journey to the Savage Planet. Before it was Candleman and Death Stranding. Yes, I am. It should show if I write. Let's see if this works. Yep. That should maybe not be my server, but it should be. Oh no, that's the link for if you want to talk in like now, like in the live. Whatever. Yes. I should have just said yes.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here? And here?
Okay, thank you for telling me that. I'll try and fix it. It's the same as here. It's my username anywhere. You know, I'm Wachipachi everywhere. Here on TikTok, on Instagram, on Discord, everywhere.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, how strange. What about here? Does this hurt? Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
Why is the dress floating like that? ¿Qué porta? ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Un petticoat?
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health
I'll
risk
accept
is
you
incredibly low,
as
so
soon
you
as
should
I'm
recover
there.
within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you?
Do you also stream?
Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Oh, you're Levine.
Very well.
Oh, and then the other one should be
Just like that.
Juita, Jeruri, Juju.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Fucking French names.
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole...
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
That's Designing Warrior. I like your username. Your website name.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
I'll check it out later too.
That's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sishuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, well, my crime was eating a cake, so...
Yeah,
You
you're
know?
right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
Helping others.
That's correct.
May I show
Sorry,
you
I
some
got a
of
bit ahead
my
of myself.
recent work? Yes, of course.
Are you
Feel free to it.
also sick?
We've been sick a while.
And
I
I'll
come
check it
back
out.
every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her...
Mosquito.
You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Why is that, Lurvine? Mosquitoes are a nightmare. It's October, for fuck's sake. Go ahead, go away. Leave me, alright. When are you free with the stream? Normally, it's on Fridays. It's like 7:30, something like that. But I don't have like a fixed hour to live. And I've been waiting to play Genshin for a while now. I've been playing every day, just to the dailies and so. So, I don't know. Around 8-ish, maybe?
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it simple.
There's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and well, there's a box. I can check it out right now. Many furniture on the wall. Why there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there? Where do you see a fucking movable hatch?
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released.
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
What have you done? Perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking, but isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places?
please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want
Okay.
to see your face here again anytime soon.
Thanks for coming and everything else.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't...
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Zishwin should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine. No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Qué gran registro, ¿no?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Zishwin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain, with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good. So, I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late at night. Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay, then. We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under... Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry. She'll recover soon. You're awake.
Restful sleep.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left. Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods. Thank you, Miss Zishwin. Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that. really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon out. No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now. Paimon talked with Sijwin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the...
Anunchi.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon did...
Hello, back.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Linny.
Why are you always there, Linny? Such a great conversation.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to this...
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary.
Because I don't want to, I guess. I have the logo on my welcome, you know, on the welcome page when I start the stream. I used to have a background with colors and everything, but I changed it to nothing, to blackness, or Candleman, the game, because it suited it. And then I just took all the overlays off. And I'm liking it this way. I don't know. It's simple, it's easy, it's all the contrary to me, so... And then the VTuber model, because I like, you know, I don't like being me, but if I do this, it's gonna be me. Can I get you a logo and overlay for now? What do you mean? Can you get me a logo?
We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night,
I wanted to go diving, dude, not Fremine.
After faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties.
Yeah, because you said you weren't in there anymore, but now it seems you are.
That you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way. Glad to hear it.
You get it now?
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sijuin
I'm
always
working with
spends
some
around
streamers
half
like
an hour
DJ
away from the
Streamer,
infirmary
Valorant,
right
and
before
Rocket League.
lunch. Lynette knows this as well,
Okay.
so this should be a good time to
I'm
meet
glad
up with her.
for you.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head
You'd
over
think.
right away.
You'd think. Can I be Leany now? Oh. In secret? There's a man on the door. Super secret.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh.
I don't play either Valorant or Rocket League, and I don't even know if DJ Streamer is a person or a game. So
strange.
Yeah, but
As expected,
I'm glad you have
Sijuin isn't
work.
here, but why isn't
Something I
Lynette
don't
here?
have. That's why I'm here.
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her.
Okay.
I also suggest them to use these designs, and they're using it and getting viewers and followers. I'm glad for them too. But I still think that one has to be true to themselves. And right now,
There are some books here
I
and a
feel
few files.
comfortable with all
They
the
all look like
blackness. And also I have
Advanced nursing,
like no money,
how
so
to raise the spirit of your
it
patients,
is what it is.
a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and
I do
the
have a
meaning
friend who
of
said he'll
laughter.
design some new overlay for me with new colors, but I'm still waiting. But I'm okay with the black now. I'm liking it.
These sure are some interesting books. Who knew she even has books
Shut
on
up,
understanding
Paimon.
people's motivations and feelings? Is it because she...
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
Why are the beds so, like, huge?
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Mm-hmm. She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
That migraine is a bitch. Are you going to accept my request on Discord so then I may show you some of my work there? Then now, I guess. I think I said that when I was out here, but okay, I'm going. There you are. Oh yeah, because Discord doesn't allow you to send anything to anyone who's not accepted your... right?
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
I'm a bit lost.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here
indeed.
for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message.
This is...
Is that all? The back. This...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Writhsley.
Has she read?
Did he
Someone...
deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
What's
Wait,
happening?
you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last...
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhsley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning.
Okay. I'll check it out.
You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhsley. We're a completely different story, though.
'Cause you're fucking Fatui, man.
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means... the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Writhsley have let him go as well?
Does he have them both? Not Fremine. Fremine is my favorite one.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine.
Told you I wanted to go and...
trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side.
I wanted to
If
go.
Writhsley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Yeah. Yeah. Saying calm down to a person who's not calmed down usually works, traveler.
We hadn't told you about Child. That was...
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
Whoa.
I'll go talk to Writhsley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please, talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again.
Again?
I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Oh, again.
Rushed out the door! After him!
I can't stay still. Ja em diràs. És el de sempre, vull dir... John Fred.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Faré... Et tinc en mute, en parlem després. Ah, vale.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
What's going on?
It's no use, we have to catch up to him! He's already out of sight! How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office!
Passing through, passing through.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
Nothing. Why? You think I should?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
He's good. Look at him. Must be good.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
Those looks and those colors.
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette.
Am I moving things around again? No, sí que m'agrada més l'altra, sí. It's not perfect. But it's me. And that's the, you know, the idea of it all. For it to be me. Not a VTuber.
As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
Maybe they're not hostages, but they are not here anymore.
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
And the Fatui.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
I think you could smooth talk me into, like, almost anything.
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas,
I still don't know how to fucking say your name, but...
cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't be... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremene's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
See, I told you
Why
I
would
wanted to
do
go.
this, you may be asking. To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
You need to be careful of what you wish.
You've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
But of course, you're fucking Fadui, dude.
Some of my folks just happen to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well,
he has
if she cares for the well-being of her
Lynette.
dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Yeah, but it's because, you know, she really doesn't care about you.
She doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Your father who's a woman. I like that. Oh, you.
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk.
Look at how stout he is. I mean, it's like...
Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
Maybe boots? It's like his legs are thicker even.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2... Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Riously.
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, listen to the traveler. If you can't touch.
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
If you keep working on every restaurant lunch hour on the third day, you will find a person sends meeting you work on me. No. Who will see it if you keep working continuously?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, we often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and The research note said that the Melusine race perceives... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're... We often see Miss Sijuin observe...
Under what circumstances does this strange meat appear?
I've been told that the infirmary is always... The Fonta promoter has been struggling We often see Miss Sijuin observing the Fonta's internal reports... The research note said that the Melusine race perceives... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well. I've been told that the infirmary is... The
Pues
Fonta
no lo
promoter
sé.
has been struggling because he doesn't recognize... We often see Miss Sijuin... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're
Pues tú vas a dinar y ahí está la carne.
I've been told that the infirmary is... According to Collins, the
No, no pot ser això. Why does this strange meat appear the way it does?
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial. We often see Miss Sijuin observe... The Fonta promoter has been...
Sí, ja ho sé que estan malament.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the...
Ah, porque lo lleva la Melusine, eh?
Reports suggest that they're
What
starting
does the
a new
strange
trial
meat...
of an
Why does the
unnamed and
strange
unpackaged
meat
product.
appear the way it does?
But the product has to undergo... The research note said that the Melusine...
Todo lo hace la enfermera.
So that's what's going on. The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift, and unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
What happens if you very... Okay.
I've been told that the infirmary is always...
Són les mateixes sempre. Aquesta l'he posat jo. Ai, calla. Why does a strange bit look the way it does?
The research note said that the Melus...
Entonces, who sent the package?
We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize... We often see Miss Sijuin observing... Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the... Fanta's internal reports...
Vale, pero aquí no van B. Entonces...
The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupon. Fanta's internal reports suggest... The Fanta promoter has been struggling...
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale. To see if they came to the Fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a font. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never... You'll pay for this!
La he liado.
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sijuin? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sijuin... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here, I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nerville told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want, but let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Bringing Fremine.
Work.
I'm sorry about
Do you do anything else besides work,
The
Clarine?
tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Try to understand the situation.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more.
Apoyarle la cabeza o algo por lo menos.
I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linny again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
Told you he was good.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Remine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Vamos, mini Big Daddy.
Get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us? The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Could I tempt you with some sugar for your tea?
No need.
Is that all?
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny... Lynette...
We're all here.
Where am I?
In a Huge
the
bed.
infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
Está muy quieta.
Where could Master Child be? Hey! Get in here!
¿Qué portas? Qué maga, ¿no? Four-piece and badge. Everything's blue with you. Dejan las pasas que tú, nen. Ah, vale. Ah, sí. No puc vestir.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Corre el ritme aquest també. Ojo, perquè ara n'hi ha dos, eh? I ara per què només tens una plataforma? Si en tenies dues.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it. is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Que la noia tenia molt a explicar-me. Pues molt bé. Espero que fuera bueno todo. Sí, bueno, no sé si bo o no. Reunions amb empresaris que diuen es que seas youtuber no es serio. Depende del tipo de youtuber que seas, tío. La gent i els seus prejudicis, de veritat. Pues anda que no hi ha canals serios a YouTube.
Vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction.
Me dijeras TikToker, que tampoco, que también se puede ser un empresario muy serio y luego tener un TikTok de payasadas, entén-me. Pero, tío, vamos, hombre. El que faci la penya amb el seu temps lliure, què tindrà que ver con lo bien que trabaje o no, tio? I empresaris que perden l'oportunitat de créixer en noves audiències i públics per prejudicis. Sí, correcte. Oh, Fremine.
Traces here too. I need to keep going.
Where are those traces? The yellow thing is? These are just plants?
Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
No, es que no entenen que gran part del projecte personal de la noia estigui a YouTube. Pero es que es donde está el mundo a él. Ahora, tío. En las charchas. Que son viejos, punto. Y no estén parlant de la edad. You drank primordial seawater.
No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right
Que
now.
murió la diseñadora. No, edadismo no. Pasó, pasó. Es un estado mental. Se puede ser joven y ser viejo también. Ooh, we're gonna die, Fremine.
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Ah! Come on, Chlorine. Ha vingut a fer un pitch dels seus serveis, no sé, lo típic que passa. Però ha sigut una mica... Y VTuber, no tiene... O sigui, es como, hola.
So, in other words,
¿Por qué
the
ya?
trail you
No
were
tengo
following
cara, ¿no? Para hacer
vanished, and you
directos.
had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
Aquesta era. Una mica agressiva. Sí, la tècnica potser ha estat una mica agressiva. I t'ho juro que m'han donat ganes de ser-ho jo també, però no. Perquè, i quan d'això he dit, vale, doncs després quan surti ja, quan acabi aquí, saps? Passo pel Discord i acepto tu d'esto i jo m'imaginava que era per ensenyar-me coses. Y después otro cop, bueno, ¿y cuándo vas a estar libre? Cuando no sé qué, que ha sigut, ya te he dicho que lo haría después, pero ya vaig, au, manda lo que quieras. Ah, exacte, li he dit això. Sí, bàsicament això, que en tenia, que el vaig treure i que m'ha molat. ¿Y que por qué no uso un VTuber? Porque si hago esto, lo hago yo. No, ¿sabes? Pero bueno, no sé. Pero sí, t'ho juro que m'han donat ganes de dir-li pues mira, ara igual no ho miro mai. Entiéndeme.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that.
Però he pensat, dic, que lo hago mi marca. ¿Saps? Tothom venent coses bonitas, diseños, no sé què. Pues no, aquí nada, de nada. Estava de pesca en palangre. No era personal, eren negocis, ja. Però jo què sé. Saps? De fer-ho en plan... Perquè sí, home, és que jo els he fet dissenys i ara tenen més espectadors i més followers. I sí, segurament funcioni perquè la humanitat és així. I és trist, però és que el fet de que... Vull dir, primer, que no creo que me garanticen que un set de emoticonos i... Tot i que vaig estar llegint al Reddit que hi ha gent que se suscribe a Twitchers, a streamers, només per tenir les emoticones i que després no van als streams ni res. Simplemente és... 25 minuts a l'escarella, però que estava llegint i m'estava rient. Pues que simplemente, vull dir, hi ha gent que reconeix que estoy suscrito solo para tener los emoticonos y usarlos en otros canales, pero no de esto. Que sí, que pot ser que te dé cosas, però... És que som... És que nuestra humanidad és... Saps? I aleshores, com que hi ha moltes vegades que passa això, us juro que una part d'aquí del meu cervell ha dit pues nosaltres anem a vendre el simple, sencillo, sin nada. Si vens i et quedes, que no sea por mis emoticonos, tío. No ho sé. Per això no faràs res. Ja, però el que faci seré... ¿No? Que ja lo sé, que claro, que ¿por qué estamos así? Perquè només estàs venent el teu producte, que ets tu, i és caca. Ho sabem. Però no sé. Almenys una és fidel a si mateixa. Vull dir, no faré servir res que no m'agradi, res que no em convenci... No. I no faré servir res que no em vingui de gust només per tener más viewers o tener más... Que sí, que la intenció és poder retirarse de la societat de mierda. Sí. Però potser no així.
Miss Clorand, you
No
say?
sé.
I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette
Però a més, no aconsegueixo encara trobar
will
un...
stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
No soy capaz de trobar un fotre a la càmera i que m'agradi del tot. ¿Tú crees que estoy yo para decidir overlays y dibujitos y logos y...? Pues no. Que les estratègies de creixement es paguen quan ja tens... Quan ja en tens sense pagar primer. Ah, veus? Veus? Que a més és això. Sí, s'ha anat rendint quan... Perquè jo quan he vist ja m'imaginava i he estat molt temptada de dir-li d'entrada molt bé, digue'm el que vulguis, però que sàpigues que tinc pressupost zero. Per res. Però he pensat que iba a sonar muy borde, saps? I m'ha sapigut greu. Perquè al fin y al cabo, pues yo qué sé, los artistas pues son los artistas, ¿no? Però sí, ha baixat el ritme quan un dels motius pel que no tinc coses potser també, aside from all that, el meu pressupost és zero. Almenys no ha fet com aquella de, bueno, però que no entendió que cero quería decir cero, ¿sabes? No ha insistit. Ella busca aquell xavareta desesperada que vol aconseguir-ho ja i els hi fa promeses buides. Jo què sé, tu. I'm sorry, I'm not 20 anymore.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
És que Riotsly. Madre mía, tú eres británico seguro. Nada de
You should
francés.
ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Perquè sí, també m'ho ha dit això, eh?
Yeah,
Els he fet a no sé qui.
Lenny actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
I que no sé què, que DJ Streamer i el Valorant i el no sé què. Dic, mira, de dos dels jocs que jugo, que has dit no jugo. I DJ Streamer ni siquiera sé si és un juego o una persona o una categoria. O sea que estamos bien. I m'estic pensant molt de fer-ho dels colacaus amb la Moni, eh? Em va semblar molt bé. Tinc moltes coses bullint aquí dins que necessiten sortir així simplement. Saps?
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave.
Oh,
Both of you are just in
monicaos!
danger.
M'agrada. Oh, i a més és joc de paraules! Perquè és de Colacao i perquè la Moni és un caos. Clar, és que si ha de ser tot Moni, ha de ser tot un caos. Exacte, monicaos. Monicaos. Ah, me gusta mucho. I pots menjar monica. Vale. Pues sí, a més, perquè vaig pensar dels esmorzars, no sé què, però si li dic només els colacaos amb la Moni, pues serà l'hora que a mi me venga en gana, saps? El que més em costarà potser... Molt bona aquí, Ferran. El que més em costarà potser és fer... deixar de tenir present allò de que si no és para 2 horas no te pongas a hacer stream. Porque evidentemente los monicaos pues durarán menos, saps? Però sí que he pensat, sí, els matins o les tardes aquelles que estic jo sola con alguna idea rara o chunga o sin sentido, o las 3 cosas a la vez, pues eso.
Understood. Then
I
let's
farem
just sit
branding
together
del
for a
caos,
while.
mira, veus? Que
In
bé.
that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Igual de ràpid que 2 hores de sempre. Que sí, sí, clar, y 2 horas xerrant les ompliré també molt fàcil, evidentemente. Si jo quan xerro no paro. Però és que si no ja són moltes hores en la setmana, saps? I encara tinc el Tera bastant ple.
Thank you.
No ho sé. Encara no ho sé. Ja veurem què passa. Ja aviam... Le deluge. Ja aviam què passa. Ja aviam què passa.
I'm so sorry, Lenny.
Why? It wasn't your fault.
Lenny. I should have been more careful.
Wasn't your fault
Don't
either.
say that. It was all my fault. I was the one who should have been more careful.
It wasn't your fault
two were
either.
nearly-
If I was stronger, maybe I would have already found Master Child.
No, how can you say that?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
What I'm hearing is, we all dropped the ball at some point during the mission. So the responsibility falls on all of us. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's on all of us.
Tenen les mans arrepenjades en la nada? Sí, mira. Menys ella que l'estegi, me sembla que estiguin fent...
Lenny, we understand that you're worried about us, but we're worried about you as well. Please don't blame yourself. We want you to keep your spirits up.
Yeah.
Pues jo no trigaré molt a plegar, tampoc, però volia acabar això. Però és que és eterna, esta missió, tete. M'encanta la música d'aquest lloc, t'ho juro. Va dir ella pràcticament a tot arreu al voltant de Teyvat. A tot arreu de Teyvat. Ja ho deies bé, no calia que repetissis. Tun, 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 tun. Me encanta. ¿Dónde hemos acabado, Noel? No, no et tiris a l'aigua, que aquí no es pot nedar. Si ara porto 3 hores aquí... Oh, m'agrada més la música de fora. És que tenia ganes de jugar al Genshin,
Excuse me.
I no estic jugant molt, perquè esta gente habla mucho.
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sejuin?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten? Where
Please
should I
enlighten
begin?
me.
How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin.
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to...
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
You're cool, Risley. Costa la vida.
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate
No puc
Child's
retrasar més
disappearance.
anuncios. Por saberlo deixat passar.
Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you and only Liddy's group would just do your work for...
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise.
T'he vist. Sé que vens a picar-me.
The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're...
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask...
Me, of course. I paid her good Mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremonet?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
Yeah, I know,
All
but
need
I
to
have
prove
my
to
own
you
agenda.
Is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremonet.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary. And we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it a...
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yes.
Yeah, Paimon really...
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes.
Follow me.
¿Cómo? Que farem presentació... Vale, però ja comences o...? Que almenys veuré la presentació de la cadira. Però sí, suposo que... Bueno, no ho sé, ja no sé si em quedaria acabar això, però és que esto ya se tiene que estar acabando, ¿no?
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
Risley?
It seems you've forgotten just what kind
Ai,
of
30
place the
arrancaré,
Fortress
vale.
of Meripede is.
Tinc 10 minuts. Follow Risley, but he's gone. He's, like, disappeared.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
A lift? Wow, Paimon. Jo t'aviso, tranqui.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure did... What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
No, not yet.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
And you'd advise me well. Oh! Oh! I'm an electro traveler now, but I'm shit. I'm gonna, like, die? I hope you're not expecting me to fight or anything.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one!
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary.
Primordial seawater?
The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely
Why is it
shifts,
snowing?
the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of...
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes. That's very likely.
But forget about the two of
It's
us.
the prophecy.
None knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues,
it's
soon
the prophecy.
It will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be...
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves."
Arranco prèvia en 3 minuts estaré en directe. Vale, sí, jo tinc 26, estava mirant, T'esperaré fins ara.
And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past.
And you stayed because of this?
After many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else.
28, 2 minuts. Això no s'acaba mai, nens!
This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
Yeah?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
More than you,
for
sure.
For themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if your grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin? Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining. Edwin's main areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to...
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
Anem a veure la cadira del Ferran.
Really thinks everything's super cool.
Anem a veure la cadira del Ferran.
¿Te imaginas que Bezo ya me patrocina los streams? Pues no. Normalmente no. Pues... tengo lo hacemos preparado, pero es que quiero... Lo tengo preparado aquí. Cuando se cargue, se cargará. Hacemos... Aquí lo tenemos. Vale. Que por cierto está sonando todo esto.
Pues ara s'està sentint el directe del Ferran pel meu directe també, oi? Tu telèfono...
Ah, ya estás aquí, guachi, guachi. No te va, quiero que tú te veas la cadera. Va, pues vamos a hacerlo de la silla.
No m'ha llegit el Ferran. Se marchó.
Esta es la silla con su respaldo ergonómico, cosa que me permite jugar bien. De hecho, así no me gusta tanto, ¿verdad? Pero sí que me permite jugar así tener que estar borrado, que me borraré igual, porque al final el juego me genera la tensión, ¿no? Pero ¿se ha visto la silla más o menos?
Well, let's spice it up a bit. here you go.
Wow.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
Si no es antiguo Alfarrán, ¿no? Vale, pero yo sí.
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty.
Lemurian or Remurian?
According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story.
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the Primordial Sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Oh, no, 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 no. I'm gonna go.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh,
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
yeah. We'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Yeah, because you can look backward to it. I'm done for today. Molt bé, doncs... Jo potser segueixo jugant una estoneta més, però no acabaré això, va. Això ho acabarem en directe. Espero. Ok. Doncs apa, tu. Ens veiem aquí. Com a molt tard diumenge. Ai, dilluns. Joder, Mònica. Puta madre. Com a molt tard ens veiem dilluns. No sé si ens veurem abans, no sé quan començaran els monicaos. Jo vaig a veure si ara ha dit una estoneta més. I ja està. Au, fins aquí.